Today we're looking at the new JSAUX HB1201, which is their RGB gaming dock built for handhelds. Now this is probably the best handheld dock on the market, bar none. It pretty much fits everything that is USB-C display compatible. So that leaves out the Nintendo Switch because it's not USB-C display compatible. But everything else you can think of, the Aya Neo, the One X Player, the Logitech G Cloud, the Rogue Ally, the new Legion Go, pretty much everything that you can think of is going to work with this because it's USB-C compatible. So there's a lot of features on this. Thank you to JSAUX for sending this out to me to test and review. As always, honest, consumer-friendly, transparent review. But we're going to look at this compared to the HB0801 that I did a video on a couple months ago, and we're going to determine which one of these is the best one for you. So let's jump into the video because there's a lot of features in this and there's a lot to cover. The HB1201 has a gamer aesthetic design, simple enough to fit on a productivity setup with extra flash, RGB lighting, and optional stickers to sit on a major gaming setup. On the top, you'll find the RGB power button and micro TF and SD 2.0 card reader slot. On the rear I/O left to right, USB-C to connect your device, USB-C 3.2, HDMI 2.1, DisplayPort 1.4, two USB-A 3.2 ports, and USB-C power delivery up to 100 watts to supply power to your setup. On the left of the body, there is a gigabit Ethernet port for direct connection high-speed internet. On the right of the body is a 3.5mm port for audio and a 2.0 USB-A port. I said it on the HB0801 review, and it's the same case here. Although this hinge is much better than the smaller one, it's good to get the job done, but I mean it's not a soft close kitchen island drawer that's rated for years of use, but I like this mechanism and style as it allows you to quickly pack this up and take it on the go. This opens up an opportunity for portable gaming while traveling. Which brings us to how this is made. The HB1201 is made of lightweight plastic and is very small, but packs a punch when it comes to features. If I had my choice of them charging more money to beef up the body, I'd go with them keeping this affordable and continuing to offer the features that it does. Gaming on the HB1201 is a great experience. The HDMI and DisplayPort are both capable of 4K 120Hz gaming. You'll still be limited to what your device's hardware can push, but you have full capabilities for high-level gaming using this dock. The I/O allows for adding your gaming peripherals and accessories. There are enough ports to add a mouse, keyboard, microphone, and still have room for headphones, extra storage, 1GB Ethernet, 2 card reader slots, and 2 4K displays. This means you can build a full PC setup on this one dock. It's amazing when you think about it. At work, I've used $400 Dell docking stations with far less functionality, inputs, and overall feature sets compared to this. Addressing the elephant, which one should you buy here? The HB0801 or the HB1201? It is true that the 12-in-1 is almost twice the cost of the 8-in-1. Also that your use case is going to determine how many features and how much power you need to complete your own task. But I will make this simple for you. Even at $89, the 12-in-1 is cheap compared to a lot of products on the market, and it is more than double the capabilities of the 8-in-1. Overall performance, speed, and display capabilities alone make it worth it to buy the 12-in-1. You may not use all the features today, but you will be limited by the 8-in-1 tomorrow. For productivity, the USB-C open port next to the device input, along with the open 2 USB-A ports, are USB version 3.2, capable of 10 GB a second data transfer, whereas the HB0801 is capped at 5 GB a second. The card readers, although capped at 2.0 speeds, are not available on the HB0801. The HB1201 also has the additional headphone input, allowing for direct wiring of your audio to your device via the dock. The HB0801 is capped at 4K 60 for its one screen input, and the HB1201 is up to 8K 30 on its HDMI and DisplayPort for either gaming and or smoother overall experience, being able to utilize much better display hardware holistically. I won't get into the nerdy stuff around transfer rates per input and all of that, but keeping it simple, the HB1201 is a much better product. In my case, personally, it is worth the upgrade if you already own the HB0801, but if you are pure media consumption like streaming, using one display, and don't get into high frame rate gaming, I'd say it's okay to delay an upgrade for later when necessary. RGB works the exact same way on both models, using the same open RGB software to adjust the lighting effects. This can't be done directly on the dock and must be completed via OpenRGB. There's 6 different effects, and I go into this pretty in depth in the last review linked in the top right corner. Holding the power button for a few seconds turns the RGB on and off. I was surprised to see that the 30-watt performance mode was available to the Rogue Ally on the HB1201, while it is still capped at 25 watts performance mode on the HB0801. I thought that was on Rogue Ally's end, but now I'm not so certain that it doesn't sit with JSAUX. Lastly, if you get the Overscan issue on your LG TV in dock mode, in order to fix this, simply go to your Inputs menu, Settings, Edit, and change the input you're using to PC, and it will automatically go away. So all in all, I think you have to make a decision, for yourself. Do you need everything that the HB1201 has, or is the HB0801 good enough for what you do on your day-to-day basis? Now, for me, the HB1201 is mandatory. The ability to read the card, the ability to have multiple 4K screens, etc. It's mandatory for what I'm doing, even at my Ally desk setup upstairs. So let me know any questions, any thoughts you may have in the comment section below, any differences that you're wondering about between the two, the HB0801 and the HB1201. Be happy to discuss those in the comment section below. If you're new to the channel and you like this content, consider subscribing and joining the Cozy Coalition. Subscribe below, and check out this content here if you like the content today. But as always, stay cozy in that crazy world, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.